and welcome to the Benefits Beat, an interview series highlighting people leaders to advance the HR and benefits community through shared knowledge and insights. Today, we have Andrea Morales, the Vice President, People Rewards, Data, and Operations at Affirm. Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, of course. Thanks for having me.
To kick off, I want to make sure everyone kind of knows a little bit about you and your background. Could you just introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Andrea. I currently obviously work in rewards, so compensation and benefits, and then have the systems team and the operations team and a lot of other things that usually work closely with benefits and compensation. And sometimes having them all on the same team helps work a little faster and easier.
Yeah, no, that's great. And you really have done it all. Andrea, since you've done sales, you've done analytics, you're in, rewards and ops. What's something that you love about your career and where it's gone?
I think I've loved the most is that I'm probably a builder by nature. And so when I get to take on more, it can sometimes be pretty fun because I am able to kind of get my crazy ideas and thoughts in front of things and around things and really help a business be better positioned for what's coming. And I love knowing that even in compensation and benefits, we can actually and do actually influence a lot of the business and the people it can attract and retain.
I love it. A true builder.
Yeah.
Andrea, it seems like today there's always something new. Every day you hear about something new changing, in the world and in the workplace. Where do you see total rewards going?
Yeah, my thing, we've been getting there slowly with a lot more benefits of choice, right? And now there's a lot of companies offering lifestyles and stipends and other things to make it easier, but it's still not all the way where I think it's going to go. And I say the same thing when I talk about compensation. I think compensation is going to start with the individual. They should be in the tool making a recommendation for their compensation. And hopefully there's some AI to help guide them in the right way. A world where just like there's almost like open market for benefits and you get a budget from your company and then you go spend on what you need. So I think this younger generation is really going to make it I and me centric. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents on the top.
No, that I love that, and I think it's so true. Like the collaboration in that compensation. You told me ahead of the call you guys are just finishing up enrollment, and you've gone through active enrollments, through passive enrollments. Can you tell everyone out there a tip or tips you wish you had known when it comes to enrollment periods when you first went through them?
With enrollments, I think it's just, you don't know what you don't know. And every year you go through enrollment, if there's a new carrier or a new provider or a new benefit that you're excited about, I promise you there is something you missed or didn't think of, or there is someone that is going to be hyper reacting to the announcement or the change. There's just a ton of unknowns. And so embrace the unknown and realize that my current chief people officer loves to say it's a feature, not a bug. And it is a great reminder when you're in benefits open enrollment that if something goes wrong, that's a feature of the nature of how fast it works at the end and how many moving pieces.
It's a great way to go into it too, I think, just from a mindset. A feature, not a bug. What about post-enrollment? Once employees have made their decisions, you've got the year ahead of you and you're trying to get employees to engage. What are some of the things that you put in place to encourage that individuals use those benefits they've opted into?
That's a great question. We just launched an external benefits site so that yes, candidates can look at it, but it has detailed plan information on there. It's more for our employees, partners, dependents, spouses, whomever is on the plan with them to be able to read and access what we're offering. And we put together a quick links. And so it tells you like our medical carrier and what our plan number is and a link to the providers a link to other discount programs, a link to all the things you forget about.
Yeah, that's great. And I think it's fantastic that you're putting the effort in to make sure people remember they have access to all of that. Andrea, that's something you guys are doing really well internally. What about external issues? Healthcare costs have been rising across the board. How do you handle when things like that impact the business? How have you been putting efforts in place to battle that?
Yeah, we went self-funded on our medical plan in the US. This year was our first year. And what you do is you put a very big buffer for claims in your budget, as we did. And then you pat yourself on the back around November 11th today and go, wow, it was a smart idea. And then you come in just under budget. That's definitely a key life hack right there. And the preventative part is a lot, which is why we do invest in a concierge type medical provider, and encourage people that quick, easy access to care so you can get in and maybe avoid the long-term problems will help the claims down the road.
Andrea, there are some amazing things that can happen in Total Rewards and on the people side of things. Can you tell me your favorite benefit success story?
Hands down, all the Affirm babies. When we rolled out our wallet program, we rolled out and named a wallet called the Safe Journey Wallet. SAFE stood for surrogacy, adoption, fertility, and egg freezing. And I know of, I believe now more than 10 babies that are here in the world with us as a result of that wallet, where it was unaffordable otherwise. And that, like, we helped people become parents, which is what they wanted. Right. And it's just like, that's rewarding, knowing that we helped somebody with that path. So it created a human life. Right. And there's something special about knowing that we enabled that for people.
That's amazing. And I can't remember if we have talked about this in the past, but I have a toddler thanks to an IVF benefit. So I'm a huge proponent of any kind of fertility benefits.
Yep.
Andrea, this has been incredibly insightful and helpful. And I know a lot of HR professionals out there will really appreciate your guidance. So thank you so much for sharing today.
Thank you.